Fancy Pants over here building us a fire. Yeah, Buttercup's enjoying her dinner, as am I.
At the fire.
At the fire. We did go and collect some sticks beforehand, and Fancy Pants is doing her magic, though. We're over here eating, and she's making it happen.
You guys call to the wood.
So anyway, we're super happy. It's going to be a great, great night. Hello. So for my daily update, well, for one thing, I have dirt on my face. We've just finished eating, and we've got a fire going. We've got Buttercup over there and Fancy Pants, and we gathered some wood, and Fancy got us a great fire going. So it feels really good. It is 4:35 in the afternoon, and we have already had our dinner. We've already hiked our big mountain, and so yeah. Now we'll just hang out, and we usually get in our tent kind of early. So I'll just show you my tent site really quick. That's Buttercup's tent site. Fancy Pants is over there. You can probably see the blue in the distance. Just a beautiful mountain view that you probably can't see. It's a little bit hazy. Got my tent site for the night. Tomorrow we're going to hike about 9 miles. Today was pretty challenging too, but the 2 days before it were even more so. So anyway, we're having a great time. And I lightened my pack by 7.5 pounds, but that means I don't have pajamas with me. It means I don't have my bear spray. I don't have rain pants. I don't have my bear canister. Some of the food. I'm throwing stuff out left and right. But my pack now with 2 liters of water weighed 24.5 pounds, whereas it was at 32. So anyway, talk to you later. Hello, so we are at Deep Gap Shelter, and I'm going to turn this around. We've got Fancy Pants putting up her tent, well, putting it away. This is the shelter that we're going to stay in. Over here on this side, over on this side we've got Buttercup's sleeping bag, and then on the other side is Fancy Pants, and then I'm in there too, and it's kind of a dark shelter, but what are you going to do? It's supposed to rain and storm tonight, so since we didn't have to be out in the thunder and lightning if it does, which it says it's going to, we opted not to. Although it's a beautiful campsite, we would love to be in a tent. We got a fire going here, a really nice one, so it's going to be cozy and warm. And I just got finished eating. I've got my stuff kind of all over the place right now. Had Sloppy Joes and Fritos, which I love. My tent is hanging over there. The tent site that we were at last night, we tented outside, and it got really foggy. It didn't rain last night, but it got really foggy and misty and just was like pouring off the trees onto our tents. And so we had to put them away wet, and my lashes are doing something cray-cray. we had to put them away wet. And so when we got here, I started a fire. Buttercup swept out the shelter, and I think she put up that clothesline. Fancy Pants hung up my tent and hers. So we're all just chipping in and doing our camp chores together, which is really fun. I've only got 2 more days on trail, and I'm really sad about that.
I feel like we're just hitting our routine and our stride.
Yeah, Fancy Pants is saying she feels like we just hit our routine and our stride because we're just like, we chip in. This is the 3rd night in a shelter, and we've each taken turns sweeping because there's mouse poop in there, and they leave a broom in there. So it's actually a pretty big job because it takes a really long time because you can't kick up the dust and stuff. You have to do it slowly and thoroughly. So it's only 5:46 here. We typically go to bed really early because there's nothing to do once we get here and get our tent up. But we've got this nice fire, so I'm going to sit here and enjoy that, I think. Tomorrow we have, I think, about 8 miles to do, and then we'll have like another 8.5 on Sunday, and then we'll sadly be done. So I'm loving it. All right, see y'all later. Got Fancy Pants stoking that fire, doing her magic, making it beautiful. Okay, so we had a lot of mice last night, I'm just saying. Oh my gosh, we heard them all night, and they got into our backpacks. There was poop in my backpack. There was poop on that little pink thing I like to wipe my face with, so I don't have a face cloth anymore. They got into Buttercup's fanny pack, tore up her tissues, made a little nest in the corner. Fancy Pants was laying by the opening of the shelter, as was Buttercup, but I was laying next to Fancy Pants, and it started raining and blowing in on her, so we had to move our sleeping situation over so she could get out of the doorway and not get her, not spend the night in the rain in her face, and on her down sleeping bag. And so we woke up to like lots of mouse poop and acorns where they weren't because Buttercup swept out before. So we had a good night's sleep. We had lots of laughter this morning with our coffee and breakfast. And now we are doing, what are we doing today? Fancy Pants, how many? About 8-ish miles today. It's, our second to last day of hiking. And so bittersweet, but the mice are making it more sweet, a little easier to leave the trail. So everybody have a great day. I'm going to turn this around a little bit just so you can see just the beauty that we're getting to experience. That mountain over there, that's like nothing. I mean, we're probably gonna do that in a minute, and it's nothing, which I'm just learning. So, all right, toodles, everybody. Okay, I have to show y'all this amazing view that we're at. That's Glassy Mountain, and we are at, what's the name of the overlook we're at?
Powell Mountain Overlook.
We are at Powell Mountain Overlook, and the clouds obviously are below the mountains, and it is just so gorgeous here. So I just wanted to show y'all. We're having a good hike and a good time. Ooh. Hello, Inchy. We are stopped. I'm gonna do pictures of y'all. We're stopped at this great place having breakfast. Not breakfast at all, having our lunch. And this little inchworm. morning. Just to give you a perspective, and you can really see it in the background too, but just give you a perspective of how high I'm up and have hiked. These mountains are like, these look like nothing. They're just right up, barely above eye level for me. And we've started at the base of lots of those mountains on this trip. So we said goodbye to our last night in a tent last night, and thankfully we got to tent camp. We were going to do it even if it was in a storm, I think. Tired of thinking about mice, and just wanted to have that last night in the tent. I can't see that because of the sun, but isn't that magnificent? Just really ended a little too fast. So really enjoyed it, though. We'll be to the North Carolina border very soon.